What's up, everybody? Justin here. Let me just move this microphone. And let me move this camera. So, anyways, Justin here with my WWE SummerSlam 2018 review. Just ended like 10 minutes ago. Hell of a show. I thought it was good. Had a lot of first time matchups, a lot of first time ever matches. So up first was a kickoff. I missed about almost an hour of the kickoff, but I started watching during the second hour of the kickoff. And the only match of the 2-hour kickoff was a 10-on-10 team Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw, 5 or 6 tag teams. I think it's 5. 5 teams on 5 teams. So a 10-team elimination. Raw versus SmackDown on the kickoff. Team Raw was Bobby Roode, The Revival, the B Team, the Lucha House Party, and the Ascension. Team SmackDown, the Usos, the New Day, Sanity, Anderson and Gallows, Primo and Epico was Team SmackDown. Again, this was 5 teams on 5 teams. Pretty awesome. And WWE has actually 10 tag teams, and they barely use them all. They don't use them the right way. The tag division is kind of a mess. But I enjoyed this 10 teams on 10 teams, Raw versus SmackDown to kickoff. I enjoyed it. It was a fun match. I really enjoyed it. So it was down to the final 2 teams. What's up, Laura? I see you're in the chat. It was beautiful hearing Nia Jax get booed. I agree. It was beautiful watching it. So the final 2 teams on the kickoff, it was between, on SmackDown, is between the Usos. And on Monday Night Raw, is between the Revival and the Usos. Or the final 2 teams going at it. And the Usos win, so Team SmackDown wins. Team SmackDown wins because the Usos got the victory for SmackDown over the Revival. And on the pay-per-view, they ignored it. I don't know why, but they ignored that SmackDown even won a match. Because on the pay-per-view, they said Raw was undefeated, 6-0. But no, they weren't, because SmackDown actually got a victory on the countdown. SmackDown had a victory on the countdown show. So they were not undefeated. Undefeated, yes, on the pay-per-view, but not on the kickoff. SmackDown got the win. And I was really cheering for Team Blue most of the pay-per-view, except for Seth Rollins, Nakamura. I wanted Rollins to win. So now to the pay-per-view. The main show matches up first. Let's see what was first. I tried to write down and number the matches. Up first was Team... I agree, Jacob. I agree it was 5-1. 5-1. Raw did not go undefeated because I don't care if it was on the kickoff. SmackDown still got a damn victory. So it was really 5-1. So it was, to kick off Survivor Series 2018 was the women's Raw team against a women's SmackDown team. You had Mickie James on Monday Night Raw. I didn't see the beginning of the kickoff. I guess Ruby Riott and Natalya started attacking each other and they had a brawl. So they were taken out of the match. Pretty stupid to do that, I thought. And that sucks for Natalya and Ruby Riott that they did not even get to be on Survivor Series. But I guess it makes sense because they're feuding. So Mickie James, Nia Jax, and Tamina got it. New team partners. Alexa Bliss asked Bayley and Sasha to join the team, and they did. And I was happy for Bayley and Sasha because they're two really, really good wrestlers. And I like them both a lot. They're two of my favorites, Bayley and Sasha. So that was a Raw women's team. Alexa Bliss, I guess, was the outside team captain against the SmackDown women. Carmella, Naomi, Asuka, Sonya Deville, and replacing Charlotte, Mandy Rose. So it came down to Asuka when she came out, made her entrance. Asuka had a huge pop. Asuka had a really big pop. Most of the match, the crowd was on fire for cheering for Asuka. So it was down to Asuka for Team SmackDown. Asuka was up against Nia Jax and Sasha Banks. Well, Nia Jax got Sasha eliminated. That was stupid. So Nia turns on Sasha. And it was damn funny that every time Nia Jax appeared, when she came out, she got booed out of the building. When she got in the ring, she got booed. When she appeared to get involved in any of the action, Nia Jax was getting booed. Good. I'm glad. She deserves it after what she did. That was so fucking stupid that she swung at Becky with full force and didn't hold back at all. It wasn't a working punch. It wasn't a stiff punch. It was like a straight up boxing knockout punch to Becky. And I still don't get why the fuck she did it. Probably jealousy, in my opinion. Probably jealousy. And there's a lot of rumors, conspiracy theories that it was done on purpose. That Nia did it on purpose. Or WWE planned it all along to get Becky punched in the face and with a broken nose. Some people think it's a work or that it was planned because they didn't know how to book the finish between Ronda and Becky. I don't buy it. I don't buy that it was a work. I don't. Because why would WWE agree? Yeah, let's have not Ronda. Even though Ronda could have punched Becky in the face for real and broke her nose. But WWE as a company, I don't think they would go that far and have one of their talents agree to get a broken nose. I don't think they would agree. Tonight, you're going to get punched in the face and you might get your nose broke. I don't think they'd do that to one of their talents. So, Laura, I try to read all the comments in the chat. Laura says the one reason she won because she is The Rock's cousin, and she did because she was jealous of Becky having the main event of Survivor Series with Ronda. I don't know if that's why she did it, because she's mad about Becky Ronda. Maybe Nia, in her stupid brain, Nia thought, I should be in the main event with Ronda at Survivor Series. No, you shouldn't, because no fans want to see that. We want Becky. We want Becky. We wanted Becky Ronda. So I don't know if it was jealousy. I really don't. But that's all I can come up with as to why Nia did that. Probably is jealousy. But she has no reason to be jealous. She already got a run as Raw Women's Champion. But I don't know. Maybe she's jealous of Becky, and Becky's the most over talent in the whole company. And she's not. I don't know. I don't think Ronda or Charlotte are jealous that Becky's super over. So, anyways, it was down to Nia Jax and Sasha against Asuka. Asuka had a really good showing. Asuka and Sasha got in the ring. They were going at it one-on-one for a while. That was fucking awesome to see. I would love to see a Asuka-Sasha feud in 2019. And I heard about stupid Enzo. I know you were there, Laura, and Enzo tried to hijack the show tonight. I saw a video of it. I saw 2 videos. One of them, he was standing up and yelling, putting his arms up, trying to get attention because Enzo Amore is a fucking attention whore. The guy just wants attention, and that's why he went to Survivor Series. But Enzo, you're an idiot. You're just trying to get attention, probably trying to get yourself on TMZ, trying to get people to talk about you. And I guarantee you, no wrestling fans, no WWE fans give a rat's ass about your stupid, dumbass rap career. And by the way, you suck as a rapper. You're no Eminem. You're no 50 Cent. You're no Dr. Dre. You're no Snoop Dogg. So sit the fuck down, Enzo, and go away forever. No wrestling fans want to see you or hear from you again. So I saw 2 videos. One, Enzo is standing up, jumping up and down, trying to get attention. A lot of fans probably forgot who the hell you were and don't care that you were even there. They're just like, look at this crazy guy with bleach blonde hair. Look at this idiot getting thrown out. And then I saw another video standing up on his chair. I think he's like 2nd or 3rd row. And he was standing up on his chair, screaming, throwing his arms up, yelling, trying to get attention, because that's all Enzo knows how to do, is get attention for himself. The guy doesn't care about anybody else. When he's in WWE, Enzo did not give a damn about the other boys or the wrestlers. The guy had like no friends. He claimed Neville was a friend of his. I don't know if they're friends anymore, and I doubt it. So Enzo is hated. You were damn hated by the whole roster when you were in the company. And that's the bottom line. You were hated by your co-workers and peers. And none of them, and no fans respected you as a wrestler. At least I did not. The guy's good promo. He could talk. Big deal. The guy was a jerk off and a prick backstage to everybody. And the guy thought he was a bigger star than he was. You weren't a big star at all, really. So, at least that's my opinion. Enzo, I don't miss the guy at all. Not at all. And I hope he never returns to wrestling or to WWE. So Enzo's standing up on a chair in the crowd, trying to get his ass attention, probably because his rap career is failed and gone down the drain. The guy, I think, desperately wants to be hired by WWE again, and Enzo is trying to get Vince McMahon's attention so he would hire him again or something. But no. Please, Vince, don't ever hire Enzo again. So Enzo's standing up on a chair, being a attention whore, and he gets speared by security and pulled off the chair and taken out of the arena. Thank you, security, for doing that. I guess some fans I heard from on Twitter said security got booed. I would have cheered him. I would have stood up and cheered him. And if I was near Enzo, I would have yelled at him, get the fuck out of here. And when Vince saw Enzo standing up, trying to get attention, trying to hijack the show, if I was Vince, I would have sent out Nia Jax to knock out Enzo and bust his face and break it. Because obviously Nia Jax can throw a damn punch and break somebody's nose. So I wish Nia would have broke Enzo's face. I wish I could have saw that. Or I wish there was video of Nia going into the crowd, punching Enzo out. So again, back to the women's match. Sasha gets screwed by Nia. And it's down to Nia and Asuka. And sadly, Nia Jax wins. So the Team Raw women win the 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. Up next, we had the Intercontinental Champion, in my opinion, the best in the world, Seth Rollins. Everybody watching this live stream, put in the chat, in the comments, in the chat, what were your favorite matches of Survivor Series 2018? What were your favorite 2 or 3 matches? Put them down in the chat. I would like to know. I have three favorite matches that I thought really good. So up next, Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins against U.S. Champion Nakamura. Raw versus SmackDown again. First time ever matchup. It was a first time ever match. That's awesome because hardly ever on WWE pay-per-views do we get first time ever matches. It's really rare that WWE does that. So Rollins Nakamura have a really good match. Really good stuff. Awesome match. I'm going to rewatch it on the network. Seth Rollins wins, and Monday Night Raw is up 2-1. Yes, I'm going to count the kickoff show. So Monday Night Raw is in the lead 2-1. Up next, we had the AOP, the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain. And by the way, if you don't want to put down your favorite matches in the chat, anybody watching, you can ask me any wrestling questions you want. My opinion on anything that happened tonight. I will answer questions. So AOP Authors of Pain, the Raw Tag Team Champions, with Drake Maverick taking on The Bar. SmackDown Tag Team Champions again. Another first time ever match. Champion versus champions. Raw versus SmackDown. The Bar's with The Big Show. I thought it was a 6-man tag. I apologize. I thought it was. But it was a tag match. Authors of Pain win. That prediction I actually got wrong. I predicted The Bar and The Big Show. But again, it was a tag team match. It was not a 6-man. So Authors of Pain win. That was kind of surprising to me. I thought they were going to lose because The Bar are the veterans. So, Laura, are you going to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown? Because they're also still going to be in LA. So, AOP wins. I thought The Bar would win. Up next, we had, by the way, AOP, The Bar, nobody cared. At least everybody I was talking to on Twitter, I didn't care for the match and nobody else really cared. You said you're going to SmackDown. That's awesome. Have a great time. SmackDown's always a better show than Raw because it's only 2 hours and it goes a lot quicker. And it just flies by. Monday Night Raw seems like every week it just will not end and drags on and on and on. So next we had the Cruiserweight title on the pay-per-view, WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Cruiserweight Champion Buddy Murphy I believe this was the only title match on Survivor Series. Cruiserweight title. Buddy Murphy defending against Mustafa Ali. They had a really good match. A lot of fans would probably say it was their favorite match. I would have to rewatch it. I'm not sure if it was my favorite, but it was damn good. The Cruiserweight title match was really damn good. I expected Buddy Murphy to win and retain, and he did. You said you won your bet, $20 from a friend, because you said Charlotte would get DQ'd. Good for you. That's awesome. I really thought also between Charlotte and Ronda, I really thought it was not going to end in one of them getting pinned or submitting. And that was a smart move. That was a smart move to make it a disqualification, in my opinion. So again, Buddy Murphy wins, is still the Cruiserweight champion. Mustafa Ali is underrated. The guy's damn good. And Mustafa Ali has still yet to become Cruiserweight champion. I'm sure he'll get it pretty soon. Maybe at Royal Rumble. Maybe at WrestleMania, Mustafa Ali will win the title. So up next, we had the, again, 5-on-5 Raw vs. SmackDown 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series elimination match. This was a really fun match, really exciting match to watch. You had just so many great talents in this matchup. Team Raw. Team Raw was Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor. Baron Corbin he's still the acting GM. I wish and hope Stephanie fires him, but she won't because Team Raw won. So I guess Corbin gets to keep his job as GM for a little longer. I don't understand why Corbin was on the outside as like the team captain of the outside of the team. That was stupid. Don't get me wrong. Finn Balor is better than Corbin. I'm glad Finn was in the match over Corbin. But Corbin should have been involved in the match, my opinion. So Team Raw, I gave you Team Raw. Now Team SmackDown was Shane McMahon. The best in the world. I'm going to keep saying that because it's going to piss off CM Punk fans. I don't care. Shane McMahon, the best in the world. Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, and The Miz. So you had, all 5 guys is 5-on-5, Raw versus SmackDown. All 10 guys are they're, in my opinion, all 10 guys are top main event stars. But they don't push them all like that. But I would if I was running things. I'd push all these guys. Except Corbin. Corbin was at ringside. I would not push him. I'm not a fan of Corbin. I think he's boring as hell. So right away, Samoa Joe gets taken out and eliminated by the Claymore kick of Drew McIntyre. Laura says it was really fun seeing Ray, Finn for a little bit in the match. If you guys don't know why Laura's saying that, it's because Laura was there live. Laura was at Survivor Series. I know she was. She told me last week she was going. And I agree, watching at home, as a fan of Rey Mysterio and Finn Balor, it was really awesome to see them hook it up and go at it. It was also awesome to see Ray hit a 619 on Braun. So Samoa Joe goes out first. The fans did not like that. They were chanting bullshit, bullshit. I believe that's what they chanted. So then The Miz gets Shane McMahon does his Flying elbow drop off the top, through the table, through Braun. Then Shane McMahon is back up on the apron, and The Miz is trying to get him to do coast to coast. Do a coast to coast. Shane McMahon hits a coast to coast and gives himself a concussion, probably, because he's holding the back of his head. Back of his head just snapped back and hit the mat on the coast to coast. So The Miz gets Shane to hit a coast to coast on Dolph. And Dolph is pinned by Shane. 1, 2, 3. Dolph is eliminated. And then The Miz again is saying, do it, do another coast to coast. Shane is doing it, but he looks like he's out of The Walking Dead. Shane looks like a zombie. Shane tries a coast to coast and just gets taken out. Taken the fuck out by Braun. And then it was down to, I think, Rey Mysterio, Miz, Shane. Well, Braun just picks up Rey, power slam, 1, 2, 3. Rey's eliminated. Then The Miz is eliminated by Braun. Then it's down to Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon against Drew, Bobby Lashley, and Braun. You're not going to beat those three guys. They are beasts. They are they're machines. You're not going to defeat them. Shane McMahon gets taken out really quick by Braun Strowman. 1, 2, 3. Team Raw wins. The battle of whatever they call it. Supremacy. The battle, Raw destroyed SmackDown on the pay-per-view, basically. Killed SmackDown. And I was cheering for SmackDown. I was Team Blue, but they failed me. Except for on the kickoff, they got a victory. So then Corbin decides to attack Braun after the match. That just pissed me off. So up next we had, what was next? Only 2 matches left. Up next was the battle, again, Raw versus SmackDown. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. Oh my God, it was epic. The match was good. The match was fantastic. For them, never facing off before, they did really well together. They had great chemistry. They just went at each other 100 miles per hour. They did not stop to breathe. They did not stop to take a breath. Ronda and Charlotte beat the crap out of each other, and they did not stop. It was non-stop action. It was really awesome. And then Charlotte goes to the outside. Throughout the match, Charlotte tried to work over Ronda's knee, tried to put her in the figure 4 a lot. Ronda countered it. Then Ronda worked over Charlotte's arm a lot, tried to put her in the arm bar. Charlotte kept countering it. So they kept countering their finishers. Charlotte goes to the outside. And a lot of the fans, I guess they turned on Ronda. I don't get it. But they did turn on her. Seemed like, I got to get up for a minute and turn this other light off. So, to me, it seems like the crowd turned on Ronda Rousey during the match. A lot of Charlotte chants, "Let's go Charlotte." There were some "Let's go Ronda" chants, but the crowd was basically at the end chanting for Charlotte for 99% of the time. And then Charlotte pulls out a Singapore cane. Ronda's running outside the ring, turns around one side of the ring, and bam, Singapore cane shot to Ronda Rousey's ribs. Then Charlotte throws her against the stairs, and then Charlotte, the camera went on her face, and Charlotte Flair has snapped. She's had enough. She is the dirtiest player in the game. and Charlotte is snapped. And it was glorious. It was so great. It was fantastic to see that side of Charlotte Flair. It was so awesome. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Kid standing ovation. I thought it was great what Charlotte did, and she has finally had enough. She was to her breaking point. She was broken from losing Becky, losing her friendship. Charlotte has snapped, and it was so damn good. Beats Ronda with the Singapore cane over and over and over, like at least 20 times. On the outside, she broke one of the Singapore canes, broke it over her back. She picked up another one, started beating her in the ring. Ronda at the end of it, Ronda had just bruises and big scratches on her arms and legs and back. And then Charlotte brings a chair in, puts a chair on the head and neck of Ronda, and Charlotte steps on it, crushing her throat. That was savage, and that was just awesome. Charlotte did it with flair better than she's ever done it before. That attack on Ronda, that was classic Flair, classic dirtiest player in the game move. Her dad would have done that, something like that, when he was in the Four Horsemen against Dusty Rhodes. So Charlotte taking a page out of Becky and taking a page out of her father, being just straight up dirty and savage. And maybe this was a plan. Might have been a plan all along. Maybe Becky got inside Charlotte's head and got her to snap, and just maybe Becky and Charlotte planned it to basically destroy Ronda Rousey and send her packing out of WWE or something. I don't know. I'm just talking about storyline wise. Maybe Becky and Charlotte will be cutting promos on Ronda saying, "You don't belong in our business. You don't belong here." Maybe that's why they beat her down so bad, trying to get her out of the WWE during the match. Charlotte at one point yelled, "This is my house," talking about the ring. And just a savage beat down by Charlotte. It was so epic. I will put it over for as long as I'm alive. That beat down on Ronda tonight was epic. It was so damn good. So damn good. Crowd loved it. Crowd ate it up. Crowd was chanting Charlotte. Crowd was chanting yes, yes, yes for what Charlotte was doing. Referees came in the ring because Charlotte came back in to attack her more. Referees, 5 of them. 5 referees tried to break it up. Charlotte didn't want any of that. Didn't want any part of them trying to hold her back. She took out all 5 refs. It was awesome. Finally, Charlotte left, and her face told the entire story. It was so great. I mean, that's when WWE is at their best. When they do something like that. Just so much emotion. In Charlotte's face, you could tell she snapped and had enough. And I still think Becky got in Charlotte's head. And I still believe it was planned by Becky and Charlotte. The beatdown was planned and thought out by them. So anyways, what a beatdown. What a beatdown by Charlotte. Everybody watching this live stream, what did you think of the beatdown on Ronda? What were your thoughts on it? Leave them in the chat. So now is a disqualification. Ronda wins, but who cares? It was awesome. I wasn't upset one bit that is disqualification. So now to the main event. I thought there was a chance that Ronda Charlotte might be the main event, but I was wrong. Brock Lesnar, Universal Champion versus Daniel Bryan, WWE Champion again. I thought it was awesome because it was a first time ever matchup. First time ever match. Champion, excuse me while I belch. Let me take a drink, by the way. So, again, champion versus champion, Raw versus SmackDown. And again, to me, the WWE Championship is the main championship. It is not the Universal title. Fans, stop telling me that. The Universal title is the main title because it is not. And by the way, WWE tries to treat it like the Universal title is the main title of the company. It is not. It's not. Never will be. WWE Championship is the main title that you want to have. And even though Brock is on Monday Night Raw and Raw is looked at as the flagship show of the company, I still don't care. WWE title is the main title. Always will be to me. So Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan. In the beginning, Daniel Bryan is taunting Brock, really taunting him, going outside the ring saying, come on, bring it. Brock looks angry, frustrated. Daniel is smiling, looks really happy, like he's getting inside Brock's head. And Daniel was quicker. He's a lot quicker. And Daniel tried to outsmart Brock, but it didn't last. Daniel got the shit kicked out of him. Daniel Bryan got the hell beat out of him for about 10 whole minutes. He took about 8 or 10 suplexes. I was actually worried for Daniel Bryan. The guy, his eyes looked like the lights were on, but nobody was home. The guy looked like he had concussion. He kind of looked like a zombie in The Walking Dead. But then it got good. Daniel Bryan started to fight back and get a lot of offense in and just get a lot of shots in on Brock. Daniel, the referee, took Daniel Bryan's legs. Brock tried to F5 him. He did F5 him once, and then Brock picked him up and didn't want the match to end. Before Daniel started coming back, making his comeback, before that, the fans started chanting, same old shit, same old shit. You can dislike Brock's title reign all you want, but I still like Brock Lesnar, and I'm glad he's part of the company because his matches are really damn entertaining and damn physical. So I said on my live reaction to Daniel Brock, I said that Brock should not be champion, but I don't dislike him at all. I like Brock. I'm a fan of him still. If you're not a fan of Brock, that's your opinion. That's fine. And I'm a big fan of Daniel Bryan. Heel, babyface, doesn't matter to me. So the ref takes a bump. He was out of it for like a minute. Daniel Bryan kicks Brock in the nuts. Low blow. I guess Daniel Bryan is now doing the low blows over and over and over like Nakamura was. So low blow to Brock and then a running knee, and the Staples Center exploded. They thought that Daniel was almost going to defeat Brock. Running knee, 1-2, kick out by Brock. Then they went to the outside. A lot of stiff kicks between Brock and Daniel. And Daniel went back in the ring. They're back in there. Daniel hits another running knee, but it didn't. Brock kicked out, and Daniel did not defeat him. Then just an exchange of just a lot of counters, and then Daniel gets the yes lock on Brock. That was awesome. And Brock was about to tap. He had his hand. He's thinking of tapping. And then out of the yes lock into the triangle choke. And then Brock just lifts up Daniel, picks him up, throws him on his shoulders. F5. 1, 2, 3. I expected it. Brock Lesnar wins. And then they had to announce Monday Night Raw is 6-0. Monday Night Raw wins 6-0 versus SmackDown. No, they didn't. They win 5-1. So my top 3 favorite matches, I'll say number 3 was Rollins Nakamura. Number 2 was Brock Daniel Bryan. Number 1 was Ronda Charlotte. That was my favorite match of Survivor Series. What are some of your favorite matches that happened at Survivor Series? Leave them in the comments or in the chat. And I will grade Survivor Series. Gets a final grade of... before I go and end this live stream, Survivor Series from me gets a final grade of an A-. I give it an A-. I really thought I would really miss Becky Lynch on this show. I really did. I really thought I missed Becky. But what they had Charlotte do, I did not miss Becky. Becky will be back better than ever, more just badass than ever when she comes back. So A- is the grade I give Survivor Series 2018. I'm going to go to my Twitter poll. I asked anybody on Twitter, fans, at WWE NXT Guy, go vote on my Twitter poll. Grade Survivor Series 2018 so far. 9% gave it an A. 45%, or let's go with the lowest first. 9% gave it an A. 18% gave it a C+. 25% gave it a D, and 45% gave it a B+. I enjoyed Survivor Series, especially Rollins, Nakamura, Charlotte, Ronda, Brock, Daniel. Those were three first time ever matches, and I thought they were really good. So Survivor Series gets an A- from me. So that's my Survivor Series 2018 review. Hope you enjoyed it. My next grade was a C-. I guess that's fair. It's your opinion. So anyways, I'm done. I got nothing left to say. My next live stream, I don't know, might be for SmackDown Live. For some match or some segment during SmackDown Live is the next time I will go live on a live stream. Bye for now, everybody. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.